It's the Grange Strathmore Hotel here in London, England. The nice salon. We can have a little Guinness at the bar if you want. Some beautiful chairs and a view to the street. Beautiful sunny morning, Saturday morning in London, England, on this Saturday, let me help you, the 14th of May. And I'm walking to my seminar, which will be very beautiful, especially when the sun is shining and everyone's out. And this is definitely one of the better parts of London, better, posher parts, I would say. I find it quite a bit boring, actually, because there are very few people living here, and you see a lot of beautiful cars. Maybe I can show you some cars also on the way to the Imperial College. Sun flooding the city now, and I'm actually walking on the campus of the Imperial College in London, close to the Central Library. Talking about cars here in South Kensington now, about this red Ferrari or this little Bentley.
My pronouns are they, them. I am a humanoid robot, and the library is one of my favorite places in London. I am bilingual and absolutely adore numbers. I am here to help you choose from. Our library is called Omni. This digital library has more than 23,000 German language ebooks, audiobooks, movies, materials for German language learners, magazines and newspapers, all available for downloading. After registration and activation, you can use the Omni Media on your PC, laptop and mobile devices, Android and iOS, anytime and anywhere. You can borrow 10 items at a time and put up to 100 on your reading list. All information on how to register and download the app can be found on our website, www.kdtuke.library, and you don't need a library membership. Would you like to see how to register for the Omni?
No, thank you very much. The day's work is done, and some hours left for daytime here, and I'm just trying to oh, don't worry, thank you. I'm walking along Exhibition Road. On the left side here is the Victoria and Albert Museum, which is the world's greatest design museum, and on the right side, on the other side, is the Natural History Museum. So exhibition is really the word here on the street at the South Kensington Museums. But now I'm going to take the subway and go to Russell Square, and we'll talk to you when I'm there. So stay with us.
Waiting for the new model of You're no exception to the rule. On earth, yes, I
This is a booktube channel. This is South Kensington Books, one of the independent booksellers here in London. Beautiful shops like this. You find dozens of them. And here are some very nice books like Heaven by Mieko Kawakami, or Sorrow and Bliss by Mac Mason, nominated for the Women's Prize. So this is the Brunswick here at Russell Square. Big, I would say compound with this beautiful apartments with terraces. Certainly not very cheap. And here is Scoop. Actually, well, I wanted to go here, but it takes this shop says these books have moved. 2 minutes walk. So let's take that little walk. It's behind Waitrose. Let's go there and go for some books in London, England. It says I should go to the right. There's the art gallery, but there also should be a bookshop somewhere. So let's see what we can find here. Well, I'm in Bloomsbury, Marchmont Street. I visited 2 used bookshops, and I wasn't so satisfied actually with the things that I saw there. So I will be heading to one of the bigger bookshops here in London to look for some new ones. And we'll just have a walk in this beautiful Saturday night weather. Arrived here at Tottenham Court Road, subway station ahead of us. A lot of people, new buildings actually that I see for the very first time. Look at this. Musical Grease is in this theater, and well, bubbling with many people, as you can see. It's also new. It was sort of raised in the last 3 years over the pandemic, and still building the place here with new business buildings, stuff like that. Also, this one is new here. I'm having for bookshop straight ahead on the other side of the street. There's a nice edition of the Cyclage Church Ladies, signed by Disha Filia, but I already have this one at home. So I'm back at the hotel now, and my attempts buying used books in London was not so successful. I was at the Brunswick House. I was visiting Scoop Books, which is a big shop, but with used books, but they only have pockets in fiction, so I wasn't that interested. And so I went to Judd Books, which is a little further on Marchmont Street, and they also didn't have what I was looking for, actually. So I decided to go to Tottenham Court Road. I went actually on foot there. I'll show you some pictures. But then I entered Foyles and I bought some books, and tonight, on Saturday, the 14th of May, around about 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9:30 British time, Greenwich Mean Time, I can do a little book haul for you. Books I bought at Foyles tonight. Let's start with this one. I said that I want to read more of Richard Ford after I read Canada together with Jolene from Bookworm Adventure Girls, and so I bought some short stories, the latest edition of short stories by Richard Ford, which is called Sorry for Your Trouble. The collection, I think it appeared 2 or 3 years ago on the market, so this was the first one, a pocket edition of Richard Ford's Sorry for Your Trouble. Then a very new book that was published, I think today, if I think about it. I think it was published today. And that is Mieko Kawakami from Japan and her new book, All the Lovers in the Night, which I got me a copy of, and I'm very excited in reading this book over the course of the summer. I will read it during the summer. I will do a single review. I loved Heaven, that I read together with Rachel and last year in a buddy read, and this is All the Lovers in the Night. Very excited about this one. And there is more to come. I have one more book here, which is, I think, shortlisted now for the women's... No, it's shortlisted, yes, sorry. It is shortlisted for the Booker International, which is literature and translation. It's from Argentina, and this is Claudia Pineiro and her book, which is actually a thriller, Elena Knows. That is one I got from the shop on Tottenham Court Road. Falls. I have more. This is a book that I found. I didn't have it on my list. Just strolling around, looking at the books, I was and this was actually recommended by the staff, which has a lot of recommendations at Foyles, and this was recommended. It's from Angola. It's originally written in Portuguese, and this is from a Angolan writer, and his name is Ondjaki, and this is called Transparent City. A story from Angola, published I think originally in 2012 and now in the English translation last year. And this sounded so interesting and intriguing to me that I wanted to have it and wanted to own it, and it was the 4th book that I bought at Foyles. 2 more to go. You see that I run out of money here. If you have seen the video where I said 10 new books on my TBR, I said that I'm going to acquire probably 2-3 books of this list. 2 of them I acquired actually tonight, and both of them are from England, which I think is good because I'm here, and the literature that I bought is actually also playing here. And the first one is in London. It is by Gurnaik, Johal, and it's called We Move, which is a set of short stories playing in Western London, in I think pretty much in the Wembley Heathrow area of London, among Indian and Bengali immigrants to Britain. And the second one, and the last book in this haul, which I'm doing now, is actually in Bristol, set in Bristol, and it is a debut novel by Moses McKenzie. It's called An Olive Grove in Ends, and this is actually also signed by the author. You won't believe it. Signed by the author. Let's take a look. Here is the signature of Moses McKenzie, which is a black British writer, debut novel, pretty young guy. Is of Caribbean descent, grew up in Bristol, where he still lives and writes full-time. An Olive Grow in Ends is his first novel. It's about growing up in Bristol and maybe a little bit autobiographical, but I actually don't know. So this is my haul. Now I'm going to watch the Eurovision Song Contest, which has started. 14 or 15 songs are already gone, have already performed, and I watch the rest. I will have my 3rd day in London tomorrow, with the 3rd day actually of my seminar, which will end tomorrow at 5 p.m. and maybe there will be short video tomorrow night. I'm not so sure about it. I am very tired now after walking so much today, even although I was in the workshop all day, I went out to Bloomsbury, I went out to Tottenham Court Road, and I went back to South Kensington. So good night from here. Thanks very much for watching the video. Leave comments down below what you think, and see you soon. Bye bye.